We've had a fantastic time at Comic-Con. We love coming here. We love the people that we meet, the guys that we hang out with. A little bit of partying, maybe a little bit of drinking every now and again. Not too much, of course, all responsibly. But yeah, it's a great time. We always have some trepidation and anticipation of trying to produce something that people are going to enjoy, you know, they're going to interact with, that they're going to be wowed by, and you know, we start scratching our heads as soon as we wrap this one up and start thinking, okay, what are we going to bring back next year? What are we going to do? But it's been a really great response from everybody. We're actually really starting to feel now that people are coming here expecting to see us here. You know, this is our 4th year this year, and we know that it takes time for people to understand what it is we do and who we are and where we come from, but we've had a lot of people come back. So they saw us on the first year and have been following what we've been doing. They're excited about seeing the original props and costumes that we bring. And that's something that, well, it's exactly what we want. You know, this is why we're here, really, to interact with people. Not so much to sell the pieces while we're here, even though we've seen some of the nice pieces have gone out to fans who have come and been amazed that this sort of stuff's here. But it's as much about just standing and chatting with people and having a good time. And then the other thing that we're really talking to people about this year is our Facebook page as well. The website is something that we've been generating and building and organically growing over the last 12, 13, nearly 14 years now. The Facebook page is something that we've really started to push within the last 12 months because we've realized that it is a great tool to interact with collectors. People visiting our website, generally speaking, hit our new editions page, look at what we just listed recently, maybe click on a news bar once in a while. People who go to our Facebook page want to chat with us, you know, and there's always somebody around to respond to that. Because of the 2 offices, working on the 2 time zones, we're always keeping an eye on it. We're trying to post up interesting articles, behind-the-scenes photographs, news about stuff that's coming up. And people are really enjoying that side of things, and we're really enjoying that side of things as well, because it's not always easy to pick up a phone and talk to somebody the other side of the world, or to have a conversation at a Comic-Con convention or something like that. Facebook, great tool, we love that as well, and it's definitely worth people checking out that page too.
Have you found it, like, has a certain thing that you brought this year been like a capture? I'm sure there's a lot of cool things, but has 1 or 2 items really got a lot of attention here today?
Yeah, I think there are probably 2 standout, well maybe 3 standout pieces. Khan, of course, which we've tried to promote with our t-shirts that we had done as well as a bit of a laugh, and in fact the t-shirts have sold really well for us too, which has been quite a surprise. But the ZF one from the Fifth Element, I've had more people ask me to take that out of the case and then have a good close look at it, take photos with it, you know. I mean, that's really been a stir. As soon as you get that thing out, everybody crowds around. On the flip side of that, well away from the sci-fi side of things, the original Fraggle we brought with us as well. I've had so many puppeteers and puppet makers and builders and fans of the Muppets want to get their photo taken with that as well. So that's a very different style of audience to the audience who generally like the sci-fi stuff. So that's a really great mix of people there. So I think the Khan, the Muppet, the ZF one, those are the pieces this time. And it's always tough for us to predict what that's going to be. We try and bring a spread that's going to appeal to a whole lot of different people, and that's the tough thing. We don't know what people are going to like to see, but it's great. You know, when we get that sort of feedback as well, we love it, because we just want to stand and talk about the stuff.
See, like you said, there's something for everybody. I mean, I love the C-3PO, I love the hand. You know, that's my thing, the Marty jacket, the shirt from Back to the Future. I mean, you know, everyone's got their own thing, and you seem like you got a good selection to make everybody happy.
Yeah, we were commenting about that as well, how interesting it is that you roll out on our booth an original C-3PO head, which is it's been out there in publications, in Sanskrit related books in the past, but not really been seen just in this style of environment. The Fraggle gets more attention. It's just like, what? The Fraggles get more attention, you know. And I think there's an element of, certainly at Comic-Con, so many people expect that what's on your stand to be a replica. So people see a C-3PO head and they just sort of glaze past it and walk on because it looks like the excellent job that Sideshow did with their recent C-3PO bust. Whereas a Fraggle, there aren't even replicas of Fraggles out here, so people are just like, what is that? You know, is that a real Fraggle? You know, so I think that's probably something to do with it, but it's like, for me, I was just like, it's a real C-3PO head, check that thing out. Can I look at the Fraggle, please? You know, but it's fine. I mean, that's the fun of it. As I said, we can't predict, and now we're just starting to think about what we're going to do next year. And we would actually like to get a larger booth, ideally. We would like to expand, but it's so tough to take more space here. I think from a Comic-Con perspective, because they can't expand the show within the current environment, they're just saying that they want to get more individual retailers and resellers and different stands in, taking smaller booths rather than giving existing stands more space. So maybe over the next couple of years we'll try and grow it, because we'd like to make more of a museum-style exhibit, give more people more space to move around and things, but maybe that's just going to take another few years to get there.
So you hear that, everybody? You got to come back next July 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th, 2012, and check out the Propstore booth. Steven, Tim, Brandon, and all the guys here, and you're going to see some really cool stuff.
Thanks, Jim. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to seeing you next year.